From RC airplanes and thinking that drones are ruining the hobby into one of the top drone pilots. How did Alex change his mind and started obsessing over the possibility of FPV drone racing? My name is Lexi Jansen and welcome to FuturePlay.
Hello everyone, and today I have for you AlexFPV from the USA.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey! So, how do you like it here in Sharjah?
Oh, I've been all over to different countries racing before, and I've never experienced the hospitality that Sharjah has shown us. It's a beautiful country, beautiful people, and I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah, it's really great. How do you feel about the weather though?
The weather's a little hot, you know, we're back home, it's winter back home. So we come here, it's a little hot. All the locals are looking at us like, it's not hot yet, you know, it's not summer yet, but yeah, us Americans, we're kind of hurting over here right now, but that's okay. Everything's beautiful enough, the heat doesn't matter.
Yeah, now currently the sun is going down, so it's not that bad.
Yes, it's getting better.
It's getting better.
For sure.
So this is actually one of the things. So the sun goes down, we're getting the LEDs on the track.
Yep.
What do you think about the track?
The track's incredible. You know, all the drone pilots that see this, we race in fields every day. When you come to a main stage like this, there's way more things that goes into building the track than back home in the fields. You have all the camera operators, you have spectators watching, you know, safety is the utmost priority in this stuff. So when you're designing a track and putting things before flying, like safety first, it's really hard to come up with a good track that flies well, the pilots enjoy it. MultiGP has done it better than I've ever seen before. This is by far the best track I think I've raced with all these, you know, constraints put over it and everything, but it's beautiful to fly at night. I really like the track.
Yeah, have you seen it line of sight, like from the outside?
I got to watch one race last night, line of sight, like third person. It's really incredible. The way that you can never lose sight of the drones, I think is really special.
Yeah,
you get to see the races from start to finish.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting because most of the races you cannot really keep up with those things, but thanks to the spec race, a lot of LEDs, all the limitations, it's just really easy to follow. And thanks to the screens, you are also like, oh, this is what's happening.
Right.
So it's really good for the audience, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, amazing. So how did you actually get into FPV drones?
So a lot of people know Heads Up FPV. Me and him actually competed in giant scale freestyle RC airplanes. That's what we started with, and my dad, he's always been into the tech stuff. He's always been into computers, this, that, and the other. Well, back then, I was part of the whole drones are ruining the hobby team. My dad started doing the drones, and you know, with airplanes, you had to load them up in a trailer, drive 2 or 3 hours to go fly them. It's a big process. Once I realized that I could just step out on my front porch and fly a drone, like, it kind of fulfilled everything that I got with the airplanes, but at a way easier, manageable way to go and do it more often. And with the remote control airplane competition, you know, it's all about opinion. You're judging whether one person does it better than the next. There's not really criteria. It's always a human judging it. So when we found the drone racing, me and Heads Up, we're like, you get to the finish line first, you win. There is no doubt about it. There is no arguing. So we really like that aspect of the drone racing, and once we got a taste of it, we kind of couldn't stop. We both have really addictive personalities, and we just looked at each other and we're like, you know what, I want to be good at this one day. Yeah,
that's actually interesting. I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
Wow. So, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's how it all started about almost 7 years ago, I guess.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's really interesting. How actually your skills from the planes translate to FPV?
I would say it's more of not necessarily how you move the sticks translate, but it's a lot of the mental stuff translates, you know. You spend months practicing for 2 minutes to show how good you are. There's a lot of pressure that comes over you in those 2 minutes because it feels like this is everything you've been working for, and you're moving the sticks, you know, millimeters. So it's so easy to mess up. It's just I think it helps the mental side more than anything. Just knowing what you have to do, staying calm. But as far as outside of drone racing, we are pretty good at line of sight in quads just because we flew airplanes line of sight.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest difference with heli pilots and plane pilots. You guys can do really good line of sight. Well, I'm line of sight like straight. That's
tail in, you're good.
Yeah, I'm like, this is fine. So what is your plan for the whole 2024 with racing? Do you have more events like this planned?
I would normally have more events planned like this. I usually try to race all season. But now I'm just kind of sitting back, waiting to see where MultiGP is going to host another one. Yeah.
Okay.
MultiGP has another one of these races. I'll be sure to do everything to get my hat in there for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So last but not least, we're talking about Machina sports here a lot. So about flying cars, FPV, and stuff like this. What do you think is the future of sports? Is this the future that we are waiting for? And is it going to become more mainstream in the future?
You know, it's hard to predict the future. If we could predict the future, we'd all be billionaires. But I think looking at it from the outside in, I've been professionally drone racing on stages like this since 2018. I think drone racing will be a mainstream sport at some point, whether it will be 7-inch drones, whether it'll be, you know, 24-inch prop size, 24-inch prop size.
That's the scary ones. They're really scary. Yes. I'm afraid of them.
They may, I mean, we may race drones that are the size of cars. I think the end is limitless. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying is drone racing is like, we look at it as we have a radio and a 5-inch quad and this is drone racing, but drone racing can be so much more than that. So much more than that. So I think it will be mainstream, but how it will become mainstream, I'm not sure yet. I'm just hoping to stick around long enough to find out.
Oh yes, that's gonna be really exciting.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
No
and
problem.
I'm gonna leave all of the links to AlexFPV down below in the description box. So check him out. I hope you post a lot.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Used to.
Okay.
I've been slacking.
He's slacking. Okay.
I know.
So leave us a comment down below if you think he should not be slacking anymore.
I should.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Alex, and
No
thank
problem.
you guys for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.